received a lot of questions from my clients on how to fill out the W-4, so I'm going to go through that with you in this video. So first, the easy one: are you single, married, separate, married, joint, or head of household? So this particular person, I'm going to do married, joint. I'm going to skip over this for a second, and then let's go over to dependents. If you have a child under 17, you can, and it's one, you put 2,000 because it's 1 times 2,000. If you have a child 17 or older, say in this case, the client has one, so you put 1 times 500, and then you add these two together, and you get 2,500. And what this means is your employer is going to withhold, as they normally do, less 2,500 because you qualify for a $2,500 credit on your tax return. Now, the reason why I picked married joint is that because both spouses can't select this. Only one spouse should select this. So you have one spouse that would say 2,500, and the other spouse is going to put 0. And the reason for that is you don't want both spouses to show a $2,500 reduction in their withholdings, because that means collectively they're each asking for 2,500, which is $5,000, and the credit will never be $5,000; it'll be 2,500. So we have married, joint, and 0 for this particular example for one spouse, and the other spouse 2,500. The other thing, if I go into this section, is that most or all employers will withhold taxes based on your specific wages. But they don't take consideration whether your spouse works or you have multiple jobs. So it's vital that if you have multiple jobs, you select this box, which may take you to additional calculations. And the reason that is that say if you make $50,000 at one employer and the other employer you make 70, um, say you make say $100,000 at the other employer. Well, the one employer that you make 100,000 will withhold taxes as if you make 100,000 for the entire household, and will not take in consideration that you have a second job making 50,000. And same with the job with the 50,000, they will not take consideration that you make $100,000 in another job. And so what ends up happening is that the collectively you make 150,000, which will be at a certain tax bracket, but the employer with the $100,000 will withhold less as if you're only in the 100,000 tax bracket, and the $50,000 job will only withhold taxes as you're in a $50,000 tax bracket. So it's vital that if you have a spouse that works or you have multiple jobs, you check this box and you may have to do additional calculations. And this part is where we see most issues with under withholding.